All right, welcome. Just took my daughter to school. They started with the targeting, hacked into my phone. This woman walked in front of me, and she was wearing a all black. Started grabbing her clothes, and they hacked into my phone and launched my banking app, right? And so I was like, okay, whatever. So then I went over to talk to Mr. Brown. He's retired, but I guess they have him back. For today, he was, helping out with the announcement, playing music, what have you. And I went to talk to him, and the brother, first time he ever done this was, he kept grabbing his crotch in front of me, and I'm like, wow, Mr. Brown, you know. So anyway, I kept it short because the principal came over, and she saw me and him talking. And no excuse me or nothing like that. Just how they like to try to dismiss you, like as if you don't exist, right? So again, this is the Zoom aspect of this program, in where they try to erase you in terms of not respecting you, trying to treat you less than a human being, by doing these things, right? And of course, they think they can get away with it. Look at her. She sees me as I'm doing my phone, and she walking the one in the red, not the guy right there. But look, I want you to understand the action. All right, look at him. All right, look, yeah. Look. So anyway, they feel protected by these dark triads, these criminals over here, right? The New York Predator Department, and it is what it is. But anyhow. I was just like, yeah, that's what they do. Don't do that, young man. Do not do that. Do not do that. You see me walking, don't do that. Okay? Yeah. See, this is the type of shit that they do. They got these young kids engaging in this sort of behavior. All right? In which, look. Perp Central. Yeah, that's what it is today, Perp Central. So anyway, so this little kid, teenager, sees me walking. He waits till I get close. Right, and then wants to walk right next to me, in front of me, and I spot them. Like I said, because I already know their tactics. I don't know what they're going to do. So this is why you hear me say don't do that, because again, this has been done many times before, and I have to call them out on it, because again, what they're trying to do is use teenagers, because they know I'm not going to knock out a teenager, but I will knock out an adult. Okay. So this is why at times they do stuff like that. They're not going to get an adult to do it, because they know in the past I've, literally put my shoulder in between their chest when they do stuff like that. So, yeah, but I'm glad I recorded. You guys can see here exactly what's going on. And, like I said, it's nothing new. It's nothing new. So, yeah. So anyway, so Pam this morning, again, they got her in Perp Central mode. She's coming, she's talking to me, and she's doing all these hand signals and stuff like that, and then looking at my daughter. Again, those sort of threats, psychological threats, targeting my kids. Listen, this is why they try to keep TI separated, so that we don't talk about our experience amongst each other, right? Because the more they keep you separated, less likely you're going to understand and realize that this is the same thing is being done to other people. So the threats about trying to keep me silent, or else they're going to target my kids. Well, it doesn't matter whether I'm silent or not. My kids are still going to be targeted, right? And again, that's because they want you to believe the lies and the deception. Because that's all they are. It's lies and deception, right? And they get people to embark in these lies and, create these lies, and then they have to operate in whatever narrative they want to set forth, right? Which means if they have to manipulate you and do things covertly to you, right? So that they can get away with it. Again, they can always use the mental illness claim when you are exposing them, and particularly the fact that, again, in the Curse of Persuasion program, the outcomes in which they want to achieve, if they haven't succeeded in all of them, they're going to continue, right? So again, understanding that. But one thing they don't understand about me is that, I know they program all too. No, they do understand, but it's just that they have to continue to do whatever they do in order to, again, always try to put it in the psychological realm, right? And to try and silence you, because they know what they've engaged in is highly unethical, illegal, and they don't want any responsibility or any accountability for what they've done. So look at her touching her top lip. I do the same thing too. Sticking on her pinky finger, I'm doing the same thing too. Looking up at the window. All right. Again, I tell you, cults. There was a video that I think I saved this to watch later, but it's about cults, right? Modern day cults and how they operate. Yeah. Oh, look at the dude. Yeah, I got him out here. This is the reason why I walk around with a knife. Dude, right here. Pull that knife out on me. Well, I'll tell you what, since I bought my knife, he hasn't tried that shit again. Now, how does he know that I have a knife? There's the reason why he started to behave differently now. All right, and not confronting me. Because they told him that I walk around with a knife with protection. So if you ever pull a knife on me again, trust me, I'm gonna use mine. Okay, so that's why you see, like I said, well, they know. They know, because they tell them, oh, you bought a knife. Don't do that again. Don't, because they know, right? So since I bought my knife, and again, it's legal for me to carry it because it's the blade is on the 4 inches. But since I bought it, he has not confronted me ever again. Right? He's done it 3 times. Right? And that was before I bought the knife. And ever since I bought the knife, he has not confronted me, not once. So I want you guys to understand how, because again, they're surveilling you and your online activity. And again, this is the predators and the FBI and the New York Predator Department, CIA, trying to cover up their crimes of non-consensual and illegal microchipping. Right, and on top of that, running a non-consensual psychological experiment, right, which they know goes against the Nuremberg code, but they don't care. Just like how they changed the definition of torture to suit their needs, they're going to change whatever it is to suit their needs, because again, these are dark triads in positions of power and authority. Okay, and then they get the little minions, the religious fanatics, right? They weaponize, the community. Right, and basically create a cult mentality in their minds, and you see what happened there. Well, like I said, it's showing you guys that again, it doesn't stop. All right, and they're keen on trying to keep me quiet, trying to silence me, but not happening. Not happening. Maybe I'll talk to you guys in the next video.